Ian, thank you very much for joining me. Could you just explain how you first started out at Remember the Rovers?
Yeah, it's to do with my wife passing away last year, so I were at a loose end. Chris Sully mentioned it to me. Why don't you get in touch? You'll get in touch with people. Then Ben contacted me, asked me to come down to Blues Bar and meet people. Well, I came down on the Wednesday, met all these different people. They explained what was going on. After we finished, Nick come over, introduced himself. He says, right, if you want to come down on a Thursday, meet at Jack's statue, and you can walk around the ground. The people walk around and that. So the following day, I came down, got introduced to people, and walked around the ground. We did like 4 laps, which was really good. And for a long, long time, I enjoyed it. And he says, right, every Wednesday we meet at Blues Bar, we have a quizzes, talks, different people come, celebrity guests and that. So he said, right, and I've just been coming ever since, which is just over 12 months. It's unbelievable, the amount of people that are here from all walks of life, different male, female, and they get to know all about you, and then you get in conversation with them. It's brilliant. I enjoy what I'm doing there, and I have done the occasional talk in front of a few people which they thought was interesting, and that.
And I think, how has it benefited you in your life, would you say, since you've come 12 months ago?
It's got me out of a shell where before I was like down in the dumps if something drastic like that happens to you after like 52 years. So with the help of Chris Sully, members of staff here, it's helped me a great deal, and the people I'm meeting to do with Remember the Rovers and to walking around the ground, it's plus now I go to football matches up in Jack's kitchen, which I never used to, because I used to go out on stand and watch where it was cold. So this is why I Remember the Rovers. It's good. I enjoy myself.
I guess it helps so many people as well, doesn't it?
It does, because there's mental health people arrive, disabled are always arriving, and the people get to know everybody. And it's good. Everybody has a chat, we have a brew, a few biscuits, and then you get your bacon butties, which a lot of people look forward to. It is, and that's one of the reasons I come here.
I guess with the very sad situation you went through, last year, to then like this, it's become your family in a way, hasn't it? All the people that come here, and you're so well known here at Ewood Park that everybody has a big smile on their face when they see you, which must be good for you personally as well.
Well, it is really, because through coming here and having a word with people, I decided, and the hospital, to do a charity for the hospital. So I asked, could I walk around Ewood Park, which was a difficult thing to do, because you've got to go through all the bosses and work your way down, and then it was granted that I could do the walk. But then we had to come up with a date. I got 3 choices, so I picked the 28th of September this year to walk around the ground. My initial target was 12 laps, which is quite a walk. 12 laps at the age of 72, and it could have been raining, weren't, so it was agreed to do that, and that we then had to ask. I got about 20 people from Remember the Rovers that said they'll walk with me. They sponsored me. I've had a lot of people sponsoring me from all walks of life, friends, family, neighbours, people from the club sponsoring me. On the actual day, Chris Sully came down, members of staff from the hospital, Phil and Brian Fogarty from Fogarty's Insurance, because I wore their shirt, as sponsorship as well as other shirts, and we set off to do 16 laps in 90 minutes, which was achieved. And on the last lap we had to stop because there were some disabled people in the stands having the lunch, and we asked them would they walk with us, and about 20-30 of them with the carers walked round for the last lap, which was 16 laps. And they said afterwards, if you'd have told us at the beginning we'd have walked round with you. But 16 laps, 4.5 mile, achieved a great deal, and at the end of it all I weren't tired.
Was it? I guess that was a real challenge though, because you touched as well, haven't you, on your own health concerns as well. So to do something like that has been
Yeah, it is, because I have a heart condition and I have angina badly. So that was the challenge. But I've been training up to the time because I still.
Yeah, and so going through obviously why you raised money. What was the purpose for that?
The purpose was because when my wife passed away, for 1 week, the hospital rang me up every night to like counselling as such. Am I all right? Do I need anything? Things like that. So they give me inspiration. They help me. So I thought, right, if I help them, do something for them, which I asked them, they said yes. And now I've come to the figure of £1,329 raised, which in itself is an achievement, because I thought I'd get 500. Then people asked how much, then I went to 1,000, and I said, if I get 1,000, I'm happy. And then it escalated.
And finally, I'll just touch on the last question with you, is that you're involved in Remember the Rovers, but that's not the only thing that you've done here at Blackburn Rovers Community Trust as well, is that you've done talks with students too?
Last year it was, I was asked to walk around the ground with some students, with a member of staff. And I said, right, I'll give it a go. And what they want you to do is tell them about the Rovers as it was before, because apparently, as far as they know, this has been here all the time, the stadium. So I've walked round and we averaged 4 laps, might have been 6, but and that. And I talked to them about what it was like before, when I used to come down with my dad, where you sit on the wooden benches and it was always freezing and things like that. And then later years, when I got married and further on, I'd come down, sit there, when Dalglish were manager, come down here, watch the games, and it just escalated from there.